पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Those who do Devopasana by thinking of getting something else, they become the Pashu of the Devatas. But those who have completed their rinas, after that they do the same Devopasana for becoming one with the Swarup of that Devata, then that Devata gives anugraha to the same jivas. In the first case, Devata will act as a agent of giver of worldly thing, but keep him occupied by that upasana. In the second case, Devata comes as a anugrahak and takes him towards the moksha marg. You saw that? So let's differentiate between both the point. In Gita, Bhagavan says, Yo yo yam yam tanu bhakta shriddhaya architamicchati tasya tasya chalam shriddham tameva vidadhamyam sa taya shriddhya yukta tasya radhan mihte labate cha tata kaman mai ev vihitanitan antavattu phalam tesham tad bhavatyalpam vedasam. So Devatas will give the fruit depending on your bhavana and your ultimate laksh. What is the ultimate laksh of that person? Okay. But the same Devata, when he has the bhav that this person wants the ultimate good, then the same Devata becomes the anugrah. Anybody is your weakness if you want something finite from him. Anyone is your weakness if you want something worldly from him. And anybody can become your strength if you want something infinite from him. Weakness of a person is want of finitude from anything or any situation. And strength is when you don't want anything finite, same thing can become your strength. So this was the one point. I am now going ahead. Just keep these points in the mind. So Devopasana Nishedh is not there. Please get my point. Devopasana Nishedh is not there. But thinking the Devata as Bhinna and wanting worldly, this is the attack is here. You can do Chandropasana, Brahaspati Upasana. Bhagwan Ram did Navagraha Upasana. There is a place called Devi Patnam. Devi Patnam, this place is near Rameshwaram. I think 1-2 hours from Rameshwaram. I have gone there several times. And there Navagraha is there in the ocean. So that Navagraha Upasana was done by Bhagwan Ram. So Bhagwan Ram also was Upasak of not only Parameshwar, whose Lord is Rameshwar, but he did Mangal Upasana, he did Buddha Upasana, he did the Devata Upasana also. I just wanted to make this point little clear. People may not misinterpret. We are Vedic, and in the Vedas all Upasanas are mentioned. In the Vedas, Upasana of the Grahas are mentioned, Devatas are mentioned, Surya Upasana is mentioned, Chandra Upasana is mentioned, Prithvi Sukta is there. Somebody said that in my place lot of earthquakes are coming. I said, chant Prithvi Sukta. I think settled. Only thing, pray to the Mother Prithvi that you give me the place, I will work for the highest truth only. Prithvi Sukta is there, Surya Upanishad is there. There is an Upanishad called Surya Upanishad. So Devo Upasana Nished is not there. The Bhinna Buddhi and Samsar Laksh, these two things should be not kept. Otherwise, and don't be rini, and you have not completed debts. If these three things are there, those devatas obstruct you for traveling towards higher goal. Let us make it clear. Bhinna Buddhi, Bhed Buddhi, Samsar Laksh, and Rid Karta Aham. I have not completed the debts. I have not paid the debts to my parent or to my society or devatas. Same devata, if Abhed Buddhi I am worshipping, that one day I want to be the essence, I don't want Samsar Laksh, and I am Run Mukt, then the same devata brings Shraddha, same Upasana can bring Sadhan Sampatti in you. This is one small point. Okay, now I'll go ahead. Now till this point, till the 10th verse, we had seen about what? Vidya Sutra and Avidya Sutra. Now following mantras which are going to come is the commentary on the Avidya Sutra. Don't ask what is Avidya Sutra. First time Avidya Sutra was that one who does the upasanas of devas with the sense of difference, he becomes their Pashu, he samsarati, one who wants anything finite. In the life, one who is working for small I, one who is working for a finite aham, that is called the Avidya Sutra. I want the bigger identity from the world. I want something, I want a bigger identity from the world, bigger I. I want worldly experience to give me some bigger identity, something. If I am increasing my mamta and ahamta as my life's project, this is the samsari. I am only working to increase my area of ahankar and area of mamkar. Ahamkar means when aham is on the seated on something other than itself, is called ahankar. Now, for them what is the thing is being mentioned. So following mantras are commentary on Avidya Sutra. He becomes Devanam Pashu, one who is running around for what? For fulfillment of worldly desire. After fulfillment of that, desire will not go. Karma phal will not go. Birth won't go. My vasanas don't go. My ahankar won't go. All basic problem will be not only intact, it may increase. So it will not be the same, it may enhance also. Okay? So it is written there. There is one shlok comes in Bhagavad also, Mahabharata. I think almost all Puran this shlok comes. न जातु कामः कामानाम उपभोगेन शाम्यते हविषावर्तमेव भूयेव अभिवर्धते। बोले एज इन द फायर यू पुट घी, the fire doesn't extinguish, rather it flares up. Similarly, by fulfilling desires only for purpose of gaining joy and not purpose of gaining maturity, then the person is bound. So he is preparing himself to be bound more. He is creating a new rope to tie him. Very good. Very good. He is creating a new bondage in his mind. Earlier bondage he can't handle, now he is creating a new bondage. And this way he is all the time under the influence of chinta, काम, क्रोध, आसक्ति. This is called avidya pashu. बाप रे, बड़ी डांट लगा रहे हैं भाई आप तो. बोले उपनिषद डांट रहा है भाई, हम क्या कर रहे हैं. So Upanishad is a very good in scolding at times, because its expectation is you go up, rise above it now. And all rising is intellectually leaving the lower. All rising is intellectually leaving the lower, not physical living, intellectually living. The conviction that this lower has no joy, this samsara has no joy, this conviction is rising. When you know it, you say sometimes this person has grown up now. Very good word is there. Grown up means where he had on something small he had a sense of joy, now he doesn't have a sense of joy. And supposing you say this person is yet not grown up, he is childish, that means the sense of joy on something small which he had 20 years back, this person still has the same sense of joy. And anywhere worldly you have sense of joy, that thing will make you animal. Because it will ride on me. It will ride upon me. Okay, so for these people now, avidya mantra, all these few mantras are there, and let us read these mantras. Interesting, we will make it very interesting. Let us now see page number 284, mantra number 11. Brahmava idamagra asi ekameva tadekam sanna vyabhavat तच्छ्रेयो रूपम अत्यसृजत क्षत्रम यान्यतानि देवत्रा क्षत्राणीन्द्रः वरुणः सोमो रुद्रः पर्यन्यो यमः मृत्युरीशान इति तस्मात् क्षत्रा परं नास्ति तस्मात् ब्राह्मणः क्षत्रियम् अधः क्षत्रियम् अधस्तात् उपास्ते राजसूये क्षत्र एव तद यशो दधाति सैषा क्षत्रस्य योनिः यत् ब्रह्म तस्माद् यद्यपि राजा परमतां गच्छति ब्रह्मैव अन्ततः उपनिश्रयति स्वां योनिं य उ एनं हिनस्ति स्वां स योनिमृच्छति स पापीयान् भवति यथा श्रेयांस यथा श्रेयान् सहिंस्यत्वा. So the following mantra are saying something in a different language. You have to be careful about that. So Upanishad is not talking about avidya is based on karma. Earlier Gyan was there. And karma is based on varna and ashram. You had heard that. So he is not talking about varna srishti. Varna means varnyate anen, through which you describe something. So what is the essence of mantra I will take? I will not take each word. Each word I will take when some more serious topic comes, but I will tell what is in the mean. So he is talking about varna srishti among devatas. What? Varna srishti among devatas. Brahmans also, Brahman, Kshatri, Vaishya, Shudra among devatas. Yes. Okay. If you remember, in sixth mantra, Agni Devata had come from Virat. If you remember, I don't expect that. But it was said that he put his hand in the mouth and he churned his hand and then Agni came. And therefore, from Agni is in the Devata Vacho, Devata Agni. And therefore you say fiery speech, because the speech has the fire element. Only thing, for some people, their Agni has fire, so they burn others. And for some it illuminates. If indisciplined speaking is there, it will burn somebody. And if it is disciplined speaking, it will illuminate. So this is the two dharma of fire. It is heat and light. बोले ऐसी बात बोली, दिल जल गया हमारा. जल गया ना, तो फायर है उसके अंदर. It has fire element. Or if somebody says something beautiful, you say, अरे and तो पता ही नहीं था. I didn't know this. So I'm so happy I got that. So all the knowledge of the whole world, starting from mothers who teaches ka, kha, ga, is through Agni only, because she illuminates. This is ka. So this is illuminating. All the medical college is illuminator college. Engineering college are illuminator. Management are illuminator college. So speech is an illuminator. Oh, and speech burns also. If you have been disturbed in your life, if you have been disturbed, high chances are somebody's words. Words. Somebody said something. I'm not saying 100%, other ways are also there, but big cause of disturbance of maximum people is speech. Okay, therefore Upanishad says, Jivva me madhumattama karana abhyam bhuri vishruvam. So this Agni has come from Virat. अच्छा, हाँ, तो अग्नि ने यहाँ पे अपना एक हेडक्वार्टर बना लिया. Its headquarter is there. अच्छा, हाँ. So Agni Devata came from Virat. अच्छा. Otherwise you will not get, unless you relate with your life, these things won't get. I always say, please personalize the Upanishad. And please depersonalize your life. Don't get too close to your life. Treat yourself as a third person from time to time. Treating yourself as a third person is meditation. And treating Atma as a first person is meditation. Don't come very close. Only I lost a lot. No, you say this person lost a lot. Okay, Don't say, I was honored a lot. Bole, this person was honored. So try to personalize that. Now it is said, I am giving the gist of that. So in the 6th mantra, you saw that. Upanishad says that Agni Devata alone became the Dev Brahmana. Not Brahmana Dev. Among the Devatas, he became Brahmana first. Oh, Manushya Brahmana, I am not talking, will come later on. Dev Brahmana. Why? Because Brahman's main job is, teaching, chanting, teaching, explaining. Purohit work is there, Vedic work is there, teaching is there, because Sattvagun is more. Sattvagun is more. So they were supposed to do Adhyan and Adhyapan. They have a quiet mind. So that is the Dev Brahman ban gaye Agni. So Agni Upasana was too much in Brahman. Dev Brahman. In your lamp also, house also you light the lamp every day, every morning, evening. Okay, understood. So when the Swarga Devatas, when they needed to do Puja, Havan, etc., only Swarga also Devatas do Havan. Then they had to choose a Purohit. So who will be the Purohit? Agni will become Purohit. Purohit, you understand, no? What? Purahitam. One who keeps the hit of the Yajman first. Purohit word has one come, Purahitam, Agre Hitam Dadhati. He keeps the hit of the Yajman. Yajman is there. So Yajman doesn't know by what puja will have what fruit. He tells the right thing and he does that. Okay, Sankalp Yajman will take. If Purohit does something wrong, and Sankalp Yajman has taken. So for your information, bad fruit will come to Yajman, not to Purohit. Ye acha hai. Good fruit, if he does right thing, good fruit you will take. So he will get the bad and Purohit will walk away. He will get his separate bad fruit. So Agni Devata is referred here as Brahma. See the first word here. Here it is not Brahma. Don't use the word Brahma. Brahma is masculine and Brahma is neuter. Okay. Both are different. See the bhash, you see. Next page. Brahmava idam agre asid yad agnim. I'm just pointing it out. Yad agnim srishtva. So he is mentioned as Brahma. Not Brahma. Okay. So we have to polish our pronunciation every day. Brahma. Brahma idam agre. Swamiji, what you talk about Brahma? I am not talking about Brahma. I am talking about Brahma. Okay. So that Agni Devata is there. So even though Agni Devata is Brahma, it needs to do some forceful work. So Agni's work is intellectual. Those who have intellectual work, they can't do administrative work. Fighting work, they can't do. The soldier, the one who has guns and the soldiers, they are towards the outer field. The main planners who is there, generals, etc., they are not on the field. They are somewhere else sitting and planning. They are somewhere else. So one who is a thinker person, he should not become the worker. He should not jump into too much of administrative work because he can't think and he will never enjoy. And therefore, now to implement the plans and to execute it, this Agni needed hands. Create something. Power is needed now. Which power? Power of doing anything. Power is needed. And therefore, that Agni created Agni itself is Dev Brahman. Kshatri, Dev Kshatri, not Manush Kshatri. Dev Kshatri. Kshatri, you know, Kshatri? Kshatri means Ksatatrana Kshatriya. Technical meaning is one who protects the society from harmful elements, who will take arms. Shatatranat. Okay, one who takes the arms to protect the society. So Kshatri is like the hand. If somebody hits a sword, this hand will come out. Otherwise, it will become a chaos. Like some countries are like that. Somalia is there. There is no proper administration. All dacoits, pirates, everything will be there then. Need some stiff, hard hand is required to implement the plan. You do otherwise, you will be in jail. Singapore is there like that. If you are caught with a drug while you are coming in the flight and you are caught with a drug, there is no that you have to go through long legal processes. Death penalty. अच्छा है. Anybody, whosoever you may be, minister's sons you may be America's, no, nothing matters there. Chhatra bal is required to implement the plan of the Brahman. The rule has to be like that. Whether you like or not, nothing doing, no nonsense. This is called Kshatri bal is there. And unfortunately, India had Brahman bal. After 1000 AD, Kshatri bal was lesser. Therefore, we went through a lot of attacks. They were not united. Okay. So, Kshatri bal is required. Plan, policies, go. Who is not planning? Let us see who is implementing, who is not implementing. Find him, jail him, beat him, kill him if somebody is there. He is not thinker. Usko thinker banao. Thinker is somebody else. Thinker is sitting quietly and thinking. It needs a lot of Satyagun to make plans. The chief secretary, they will not be implementing it. Chief secretary means they will be sitting there and thinking. They are, R&D department is there. They say he is what is it called? Think tank. They are giants intellectually. But the implementation is done by the Kshatriyas. If Kshatri Shakti is weak, plans will be there, unimplemented. Okay, police comes, income tax people come, military comes. All these departments which are implementing the laws, law implementer, not lawmaker, law implementer, by ruthlessly they should implement. By being hard they should implement. There should be no sympathy after that. Nothing doing. So that is called the Kshatri is required to protect the society. Acha, the Kalika, then Kshatri came from Agni, that Dev Brahman had come. Acha. So now Agni blessed the Kshatriya by two things. First is Yash, other is rulership. Yash and rulership. Only you will have fame and you will have the power to rule. Okay, this is there. Now what happens? So he blesses that. Bole jao tum bolkar. Vishwamitra ji, although he was a Kshatri, but he attained Brahmanhood. He became Brahmarshi. But when he was attacked by Marich, Subahu, Tadaka, etc., he went to Bhagwan Ram. Gadi tanay man chinta vyapi hari binu mirahin nischar papi, because he needed them to protect that. And then Bhagwan Ram protected. So that bal is required. Now Rasu Yagya was done by Kshatriya. After then Rasu Yagya, at that time Brahman sits down and Kshatriya is doing. So here a warning has been given, Upanishad is not to the Dev Brahman, to Dev Kshatriya, that never ill-treat or look down the Brahman. It is written here. See, तस्मात् ब्राह्मणः क्षत्रियम् अधस्तात् उपास्ते राजसूये यच्छत्र एतद् यशो दधाति आहा सैषा क्षत्रस्य योनिः because your source is that Brahman. So Brahman is the father of Kshatriya. Don't ill-treat the one who gave you something. Okay? That because the power of knowledge, if that will be ill-treated, you will never have guidance. So the people who are having a vision in life, who have a far-sightedness in life, they are called Brahmins. Forget about jati, etc. Just keep that away. Don't get into controversy. We are very easily dragged into controversy. We love controversies. Fighting we love. So I am saying, eyes are, Brahmans are the eyes. Kshatriya are the hand. So they give the eyes. They plan, they think what is good, what is not good. They have far vision. What is his dharma, what is his dharma, what Bhagwan will say, what Shastra will say, what is the right thing, what is not the right thing, what will be the ultimate result of this, how to do this, how not to do this. That is called Brahma. If the Kshatriya insults or looks down upon, it is like poking the needle in our eyes, because you will not have a proper vision. You will love the vision of the life. Then you will do anything is there. And then the society will go anywhere. Then family will go anywhere. Then you won't know. When Dasharatha did not have a son, he went to Vasishti. And Vasishti suggested you should go for Putrishti Kam Yagya, which he did through Shringi Rishi. Okay. If that Shringi Rishi was not there, then they could not have done that. And therefore, one should not look down upon. Okay. So, Ajivan Yavat Jivo Trayo Vandya. There is one slok. Yavat Jivo Trayo Vandya Vedant Guru Mishwaram. As long as you are living, three should be always adored. Who? Vedant, Guru and Ishwar. Why? Vedant, Guru and Ishwar. Adau Gyan Praptaye. In the beginning, for attaining the knowledge. Paschat Kritagnata Dosh Nivrittaye. At the end, you have the knowledge, you should be free from the fault of ungratefulness. So, Yavat Jivo Trayo Vandyaha Vedant Guru Ishwaram. So, Adau Gyan Praptaye Paschat Kritagnata Nivrittaye. Kritagnata, not Kritagyata. Kritagna means ungrateful, and Kritagna means grateful. So to remove the fault of ungratefulness, so you should worship all three. So this was meant. Now this was done then. And ultimately, Upanishad says, if anybody hurts that his own source, father, mother, teacher, from where you have got a lot, you hurt that place. So he is papi. सीधे बोल दिया. स पापियान भवति. Yatha shreyamsa sa himsitva. So if he is doing something, he is now digging his own graveyard. Why? Because he will get the bad fruit after that. Firstly, you are not out of the debts. Secondly, you hurt that place also. How can you be happy after that? How can you be happy? From one virtue called gratefulness, mother of virtues come. You become sevak, you become humbler. You want to serve. Who? Because I got a lot. I got a lot from Gurudev. I get a lot from the mission. I'll serve. Well, but problems are there. I'll go through. It's not a problem. Still I'll go through it. So I will serve. I will be humbler. Third thing, tolerance increases from where you get a lot. If Guru scolds also without a proper reason, बोले कोई बात नहीं. Don't put logic there. बोले why did Guru scold? Why did he scold me? when I was studying. So when student was there, so teacher scolded him. He said, I'm going. I said, where? He said, I'm going to Canada. I'm going. I said, why? Well, a teacher scolded me. I was not wrong. Why did you scold me? I said, sit down. Sit down. He said, why? Without cause, why he is punishing me? He should not have scolded me without cause. I said, sit down and cool, remain cool. I said, when he gave you love and knowledge, what was the cause? Knowledge of the teacher is only love wrapped in the words. Between the school, college knowledge and spiritual knowledge, you know what is the difference? Gurudev used to say beautifully, he used to say, spiritual knowledge is the merging of hearts between the teacher and the disciple under the shamyana of words. Will again say, spiritual knowledge is a merging of the heart under the canopy of the shamyana of words of the realization of the teacher, which one can become once with the disciple. So he used to say it like that. It's not an objective teaching. It's a subjective realization what he has. Now I asked this student, I said, when teacher is teaching, you give him fees. By management seminars are there nowadays, very popular, and there are management gurus. Guru word has become English word now. I don't know it is in Oxford dictionary or not. It is there. But actually it has become management guru, political guru. You know they have seminar in big 5-star hotels. Heavy charge. So somebody will come from foreign country, America somewhere. One lecture, 2,000, 5,000. Big companies organize. देते हैं लोग. Company pay for each person. I ask you a question. We pay there, school we pay there, we pay the fees. When we have spiritual knowledge, there is no payment. You cannot pay because the person is sannyasi, he will not take it also. उसको दे भी नहीं सकते हम कुछ. What you gave to him, I asked this student, when he gave you the knowledge, you taught many Upanishad, was it with logic or without logic? Because here you are using logic. Then he started crying. He said, sorry, there is no logic. I said, when there you took without logic, you did not put the logic there, then here also you don't take the logic. If 300 days somebody has given you words without logic, so 1-2 days without logic, if he gives something hard, you take that also. हर जगह लॉजिक क्या लगाना भाई, हम गलत नहीं थे, ऐसा था, तुम वकील बन रहे हो, you are becoming a lawyer or what? And this is said here, that higher place, mother, father, any big contributory in my life, whom I feel that without his presence, I don't think so I'll be anything today. So there you should be careful while dealing. Anything which gives you lot of thing and power, you have to deal. This electricity gives you lot of power. Little mishandling can give you big shock. Any big reservoir, you have to be careful. I was talking yesterday, they said they open the dam here. And sometimes the dam is open without information. And children are playing, the swimmers are there, and they get all drowned. Anything tremendous, big powerhouse, you be very careful with the handle. The teachers are powerhouse of knowledge. And powerhouse of character, powerhouse of upasana. So to go there, so little mistake can make us lot of harm. Therefore, Guru Gita uses one shlok. Hunkarina na vaktavya prak shishya kadachana. Well, if Guru says something and you say, huh? Well, that becomes a sin. Because you have to be extra careful now. Okay?